Hello everyone, it's Francis. I cannot wait to show you how to make this cute little mini album flip book. It's got places for photos. I had so much fun making this. I think it makes a great stocking stuffer, craft fair make, and an awesome little insert for a mini album. This project is a great way to use up scraps, and the paper collection I ended up using for this cute little book is Christmas Flora by Cardstock. So I absolutely love the cut aparts and the awesome little cardstock sticker sheet here and all the little sentiments. So unbelievably cute. I think you're really gonna love this super cute, quick and easy, soft cover little mini album little flip book here, and I cannot wait to teach you how to make it. So right here on the front, I ended up having a cute little flap here and a little brad. I went along with my little chalk marker pen there and added some baker's twine. It's so super soft. I love this and super festive. And this is a cute little charm from Hobby Lobby, so I thought that was fun. This was the sticker out of the sticker sheet, and I just kind of punched a hole there, and I'll be showing you how to make this entire thing. And you can add or leave out any elements that you want. I stuck 3 cute little stickers right there, and then this opens up just like this. So it's so super simple. One sheet of 8.5 by 11 creates the structure for this little guy. So I ended up using my corner rounders here, and I had fun with my chalk marker. And then this is a cute little piece of vellum. I want to kind of bring it up closer so you can see. Look how fun. I just stuck some layered stickers there, and then you can see through. And this is a cute little fun pocket. I just topped it with a little bit more of that baker's twine, and I added 2 little fun little guys in there. This is just one of the cut aparts I shaped into a tag, and then a nice 3.5 by 5 little picture mat right here I stamped with one of my Hobby Lobby stamps there. This is a little hemp twine little bow I stuck on top, and look how sweet. I just love the vellum. It's so much fun. This was so fast and easy to make. I added a cute little extra flap right here. Opens up, perfect for wallet size pictures right there. And then a couple little 2x2 spots. And really, you could even just mat a whole photo straight away here. I just thought it would be cute to have a little variety of sizes there. A little Mary sticker right here with a little bit of that pine. A cluster of 3 stickers. And this was so super simple to make. I cannot wait to show you. Let's talk tools and materials so we can get started. If you know me from my main channel, I made a nice big Christmas book here, and this cute little insert would fit absolutely perfect in here. And right on the back page, let's say if you matted, and I'll leave the link to this book down in the description if you wanted to check out my main channel, you can stick this as an insert here if you matted this solid one piece, and then this will be an interactive element right inside your mini albums. How cute is that? And it's got space in between the pages, stocking stuffers, craft fair idea. The sky's the limit, and I can't wait to show you how to make this. Again, I'll leave the link to this book down in the description. The supplies I'll be using to create this cute little mini album flip book will definitely be my Martha Stewart scoreboard. And of course, you can use any scoreboard it is that you have at home. And then I'm going to be using my favorite paper trimmer. Love Fiskars. I will leave all my favorite tools and materials I like to use to create my projects down in the description. I've got a simple, nice sharp blade right here. I'll also be using a nice simple scoring tool right here, or embossing tool, whatever you'd like to call it. A bone folder, some scissors, some kind of hole punch. Again, you could use any hole punch it is that you want. And then I've also got some We Are Memory Keepers corner chompers. So this is just going to be how I round my corners. Now you can use any decorative corner punch that you want. It's so customizable. I love it. For that little brad closure, I've got a 1-inch circle punch right here. And for that super cute little vellum window of the Christmas tree, I'm just going to use this cute punch. You can use any festive punch or theme-oriented punch, depending on what paper it is that you're using for your particular project. I'm going to be using this cute Christmas tree. Also, for that little circle punch, I'm going to be including a couple brads here. So I've got mini brads. I'm not sure if I want to use gold or red, so I've got 2 of them right here. Normally, I like to use my ATG gun, but today I'm going to be coming back simple, scrappy, and I'm going to go ad tech. Okay, so you can find this at really any craft store. I also like to keep a ruler on hand so I can measure out and make sure everything's good to go. And then for my liquid glue choice, I've got art glitter glue. Absolutely love this glitter glue. There's no glitter in it. It dries clear, and it's super fun and easy to work with. We just want to make sure we put that nice pin back on top, so it's got a nice precision tip. Quick drying, clear, and super strong. Now for some optional things, I've got a journaling pen. If you know me from my other channel, Your Book of Memories, you know I love to journal. So I've got a simple micron pen here from Hobby Lobby. And you can really use a ballpoint pen at home. Whatever you have, you can use. It'll still turn out super cute. I've also got this nice little chalk marker. This I also got from Hobby Lobby. It's one of my absolute favorites. It really stands out for this little traditional festive Christmas flip book. The white has awesome contrast on the black cardstock, so I'm excited to use that again. And then from Hobby Lobby, I've got some of these bows. So these are super cute. Any charms out of your stash that you kind of want to use up, go through and see what can match your paper collection, and we can hang it on the front, or you can leave it out. Anything you want, we're here to play. Now for the picture mat spots, you saw a little camera stamp. I have a cute little acrylic block that I mounted this clear mount stamp stamp on. So it's an oldie, but I'm still using it. I just love to do this little stamp because it helps indicate where the photo can be stuck. And then I've got a simple ink pad right here. Now you could definitely go on your scraps for this, but I'm going to be using about a sheet or two, and I'll leave all the quantities and measurements and different material details down in the description. I've got 2 sheets of 8.5 by 11 smooth textured 80-pound cardstock right here, and then 1 sheet of lightweight cardstock. It really doesn't matter. This book is tiny. So I've just got 1 sheet of 8.5 by 11 white, and then a scrap piece of vellum for that cute little Christmas tree window. Now, as far as twine goes, I love this baker's twine. My sister gave it to me, so I'm super excited to use it. It's really plush, soft, but you can use anything it is that you have at home. And I also have like a nice solid white color, sort of chunky. And then this is hemp cord, actually from Hobby Lobby. This one I really like. This has a little bit more rigidity and stiffness and kind of a waxy feel to it, so my little bow on top of my Christmas tree stays nice and tight. And then, of course, last but not least, we need a paper line of some kind. So again, I'm going to be using the Christmas Flora by Cardstock. I've got a lot of elements left over, like cut-aparts, stickers, and a lot of different pieces that I think I can cut down to be able to fit. But if you kind of already knew, you can use 3 sheets of 12 by 12 design paper to mat this book. That's even more than you'll need. If there's certain designs that you want out of yours, you could choose them out and dig in your stash and try to use these scraps with me. This is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait. So now I'm actually going to make a little bit of room here, and then we can start cutting out the base of our cute little flip book. Let's do it. So I'm going to go ahead and get my paper trimmer out, and actually 1 sheet of black 8.5 by 11. And to cut the base, we'll just need 1 piece 6.5 by 11. So this is already 11 inches, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in right here, long ways vertical, right at the 6.5. So you might need to extend this if you're using the same trimmer as me. And I'm just going to trim it down, cutting towards my piece, nice and straight. And then there you have it. Now with my other 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, or whatever kind of scraps it is that you want to use up at home, I'm going to cut down that cute little extra flap. So that's just going to be 1 piece 3.5 by 4. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in long ways horizontal here, 3.5. Save that nice piece for a scrap later, for whatever other project. I'm going to rotate and go right down to the 4. Easy. We've got our 2 pieces right here. I'm going to go ahead and put my little paper trimmer away, move the scraps, make some room, and bring in our awesome scoreboards. Now I'm going to get the longest, biggest piece that we cut first, and I'm going to line it up with the 11-inch side along the top. And I'm going to first score at 4 1/4, then 4.5, 9, and then 9 1/4. Absolutely perfect. I'm going to slide this off to the side. We'll come back and fold on those in just a minute, but I want to actually score this last cute little flap. Let's line this one up with the 3.5-inch side along the top and simply score at 1/2 inch. I like to score from the left side inward because no matter how I cut my piece, I know from this left edge inward is exactly 1/2 inch. So super cute. We're totally done. I'm going to make a little bit of room now so we can fold on our score lines. So first I'm going to start out with this cute little flap. As you know, when we make score marks onto cardstock, we make an indentation and then the other side kind of protrudes outward. I like to fold towards that side, just for that nice, crisp, traditional card maker's fold. I'm going to use my bone folder now and go center up, center down. Nice even burnish there. And then you can kind of see this beautiful crease inside. Just love it. I'm going to do the same exact thing with this one. So I've got my little protruding score marks here. I'm going to fold toward them like this. Give a nice burnish. Find the other ones and get it going. Look how simple this is. Absolutely anybody can do this. It comes together so super fast and we get straight into the decorating pretty much immediately. I'm going to go ahead and flip that one over. So we've got this cool little gusset here, which helps us kind of house all that inner workings that we're going to be building up inside there. How fun is that? I love it. So this is the orientation I'm going to have mine in. Just like this. Now from here, actually, with this flap on the right-hand side, I'm going to actually get my cute little corner chomper out, and I'm going to decide which one that I want. I think I want the larger 1/2 inch corner rounder. So I'm going to go ahead and give my little guys a punch here. There it is. Just right on the edges, and you can even do the other side too if you wanted. So that's what it looks like. Now I want to actually mount our cute little extra flap straight away right here. And you can really put him anywhere you want. This is your little book. You could do it your way. I just absolutely love the freedom that we have here. I'm going to stick mine right there. So I'm going to come back, and you see this is the mountain side here. I've got like this little peak here, and then I'm gonna get some tape on here. So I'm gonna be using this for the first time, pretty much. I'm gonna reposition myself here, line it up pretty good here, and then give it a little flick to the side. I might even wanna go over just a little bit more. And we're just getting scrappy and fun. And you really don't need to miter this, but I'm gonna give mine a little snip right there. Now in the folded position, carefully not touching too much of the adhesive here, I'm gonna eyeball the center of this left-hand side of the flap right here. In the folded position, I'm just gonna stick it right on top. Best I can get it. And that's adorable. I love it. I'm gonna give that a nice burnish. I'm gonna open that flap up, press it down, and now he's on there. So this is the base of what we got going on here. Super cute. Now I'm actually gonna get my paper line out and kind of make a decision on what I want this cute little pocket to be. We're gonna score on this cute little pocket, and then we can stick them on. So first, I kind of want to just go through and see what I want. I'm gonna start laying my pages around. I love how we can get scrappy straight away. I absolutely love it. So before I cut my pocket out, I kind of want to just continue to lay pages around so I kind of have an idea of what my little layout is gonna be here. And then that'll help me determine what color or pattern I want the pocket to be. Okay, so far I think I want this plaid as the back covers, so we'll come to that in a minute. But right now, I've decided that I want my pocket to be this green, cute little paper right here. I just love it. It's got all these little clusters of little flowers. So this cute little pocket's just going to be one piece, 3 inches by 5.5. So I'm gonna go ahead and go long ways horizontal here to the 3-inch mark. Give it a nice rotation and cut right down here at the 5.5. And then I'm gonna bring my scoring board and scoring tool back in real quick. And I'm simply gonna line this guy up right up at the top, 5.5. And then I'm gonna give a nice score mark at 1/2 inch. And then I'm gonna rotate to the very opposite side. Score mark's over here now. I'm gonna score 1/2 inch again. Now some people like to close their pockets down with another score mark. Me on the other hand, if you've ever crafted with me before, you know that I don't like my inserts bumping into another flap. So I'm just gonna adhere it really good down here and we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna give a nice fold towards those bumpy sides of the score mark again. Just like that. Nice burnish. And in this orientation, our cute little pocket will fit right in between these two score marks, the two most inner score marks right there. See that? Perfect. Now I'm actually going to bring in that super fun punch. Now this could just be really any kind of punch, a banner, a different shape. It could be a bow, a heart, anything you want it to be. I'm going to try to center this little guy in there best I can. It even could just be another circle or a square. But since Christmas is coming up for me, I thought a tree would be perfect. I shot that just a little bit lower than I intended, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna flip on the interior of this now. I'm gonna make a little bit of room. You could totally come back and use your leftover piece if it's a tree. That is so cute. I'm on the inside of the pocket now, and now I'm gonna grab out that scrap little vellum and kind of size them up. I'm just gonna stick them here where I know I have an overlapping amount right there. And then I'm gonna make like a little mark with my little bone folder to indicate where to trim. I'm gonna come back with my scissors and get this out of there. Perfect, now we got a cute little spot here. I love it. We are on the inside of the pocket, so this is double-sided paper. I've got my wet adhesive now. When I put this on, I'm gonna make sure that the glue isn't too on the inner points, otherwise it's gonna seep onto the other side. So I'm gonna kinda stay a little bit away from my little item there. And then I'm gonna set on top this cute little piece of vellum. So simple, right? It comes together so fast. I'm gonna give it a nice burnish here. Now you can even tack down the other side so it doesn't get caught up. Perfect. I'm totally in love with it. Now from here I'm going to miter my little corners just to reduce the bulk just slightly. Just tapering in right from that score mark, just like this. And then from there, folding them in, getting some adhesive just stuck on. Just simple, scrappy. This is great. I love it. I love being here with you. Now, to solidify the bottom of the pocket, I'm going to make sure I've got my image in the right orientation here. I'm going to come back with art glitter glue here and put a nice amount of glue down at the bottom, right under those flaps. I'm going to squeeze that on there because I'm going to really make sure that the pocket doesn't get disturbed over time. I'm going to center that on between those two score marks that I was showing you earlier. And once it's on there, give it a nice burnish. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. I mean, look how cute. We are awesome. I love it. I'm going to put this little guy back on and my art glitter glue needle back on so I'm nice and safe. And then that moves us on to matting the rest of this little cute piece. So for our flap closure, we're gonna need a total of 2 pieces of design paper right here, 1.5 by 6 1/4. Okay, so I actually think the red's gonna look wonderful there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my paper trimmer out so I can cut these down. Now I think I want red on the inside, but I'm not entirely sure what the front cover side is gonna be. So I'm only gonna cut one of these reds. I think I might even do the plaid. So I'll bring in the plaid for my second piece. I just love this paper. It's gorgeous. 100% beautiful. I love it. I've got my 2 pieces for the front and back of the flap. Now I'm gonna make sure I don't stick this one on yet because we'll have to get like a brad structure on there because I like to insert my brad on the mat and then stick the mat down. But for now I can round my corners. So I'm gonna stack my little guys up, public sides facing out. I'm gonna punch right here to match up with my previous punch. Now you could punch them separately or together. Just make sure they're really snugged in there. Love it. This will be for the front and then this one for the inside. So I'm gonna get some tape on this little guy and I'll glue the inside one first. And then we'll come back and make our cute little twist tie brad closure. Love it, I've got my piece totally prepared and I'm gonna stick it where I've got a nice 1/8 of an inch border going around here. In love. I'm gonna give it a nice burnish. Now we can actually take out that cute little brad and circle punch if you wanted to make a cute little brad closure right here. Of course you can do any closure method you want, an elastic band, just tying ribbon around the whole thing. So many different ways that you can play with this, but I thought it would be fun to get like a little circle punch and do something fun. Now I'm just simply gonna get some scrap cardstock and punch a circle. Now if this was heavyweight cardstock, 1 punch is good. If you wanted to make it a little bit more substantial, you can always come back on your scrap page here, stick this circle on top, smooth it around, then you can come back and line that circle punch up again so you have another layer. I'm going to give it a nice burnish so it's nice and strong if you wanted to do that. Now I have a cute little double layered cardstock circle right here. Awesome. So I've got my little 2 cute brads right here, and right now I'm going to use my scissors to find the center. Make sure the surface under you can handle this. I just come in and make a cute little mark like that. Now I think I'm going to go with the red brad again. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick that little brad in there. I'm going to keep these prongs closed because now we got to match up our front mat of our little booklet and figure out where the center will be. So I'm going to dry fit this cute little mat here just as if I was going to stick it down. I'm going to kind of hover my piece and figure out exactly where that should be. Make a little hole there. Just a little indicator. Nice and carefully. And now I'm going to take this little guy, put him in there, open him up, and pinch him. Now he's ready to be stuck down right on here. So I'm going to get the tape back out. Now he's all taped up, ready to go, and I'm going to stick him. You can even open this whole thing up if it helps you line it up a little bit better. Right at the edge, nice 1/8 of an inch border on the left-hand side, top and bottom. An 1/8 in away from that score mark, and there it is. Now I thought it would be so cute to kind of bring that cute little circle out, so I'm going to get my chalk marker. Make sure it's ready to go and do just a simple little broken circle outline of this fun little spot. And look how sweet. Adds a little bit of character, isn't that cute? Now that moves us right back on to the inside so we can finish matting. I really like the idea of bringing back this plaid for right here to tuck behind this pocket. Your right side panel is going to be 1 piece, 4 1/4 by 6. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. So it's going to be 4 1/4 across. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my piece down like this. Now you may need to measure your mat because however far you stick this down, we want to make sure that our mat covers that whole Christmas tree so it looks all the way totally cohesive. So that worked out beautifully for me. So you might need to take your ruler, measure it out. If your image is higher, you'll be able to have a shorter mat. My image is a bit down low here, but I used art glitter glue as a adhesive strip down there, so I'm totally good. I'm going to get this guy taped up and I'm going to stick him over those 1/2 inch flaps of the pocket. Still new to using this cute little guy. I'm going to put 1 strip on the inside. He's all taped up and ready to go. I'm going to make sure my images are upright. I'm going to tuck over those 1/2 inch flaps. Get this piece to kind of wiggle on in there and then stick them on when I'm ready. Nice burnish here, nice and flat. Oh, that's coming together. So, oh my gosh, this is so cute. You can even put tea bags in there as a cute little treat. I just love it. Now for the left panel, we're gonna need a total of 2 pieces, 4 inches by 6 1/4, because that's gonna be for the front and the front inside little panel right here. So you can kind of brainstorm what you want showing up here, what pattern goes well with this one. So I'm gonna give that a little bit of thought. So I was laying my pieces around and I really think this will be kind of fun. So I'm gonna stick that here. It is a little bit busy, but I'm gonna have little photo spots in here. So I'm gonna go with this one. And then for the front, I'm gonna do the green. I'm gonna go ahead and get some adhesive on them and stick them down. And then we'll start cutting out our cute little picture mats and then have our tags and all the cute little stickers are gonna be coming out. So my piece is all ready to go to be matted right inside here. I'm gonna go 1/8 away, top and bottom, and away from that score mark there. Centering it on best I can get it. Be easy on yourself. This is a homemade little project. You are doing wonderful. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over and I'm gonna tuck this back and kind of get this on my front cover here. Beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a nice burnish and wow, that is so cute. Now for the back, it's only gonna be 1 piece, 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring my paper trimmer back in. Maybe I even wanna do a different design. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Making sure I'm turning it over so I put tape on the proper side here. Getting it all perimetered. Is that a word? It can be today. I'm all prepared now. I'm gonna flip my little booklet over, flatten it out, center it in between the 2 score marks here. And that's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I mean, look how cute this paper is. That is just gorgeous. I love it so much. Look how cute. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to start cutting out the white picture mats now so we can get some stamps and journaling lines going so we can achieve this cute little look for these happy little spots for pictures. So I'm gonna get my paper trimmer back out and my 1 sheet of 8 1/2 by 11. And I'm first going to cut down 1 piece, 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. Now, long ways horizontal, I'm gonna go 3 3/4 right down here. And then this scrap will be for our other pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate that and get this little guy out of there. Absolutely perfect. And then we'll need 2 pieces, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So just love it. %. Absolutely love it. And then we've got 2 more pieces, 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. And these shapes are so absolutely customizable. You can even leave these out and just stick your pictures straight away into the book, but I always love having an indication of where the photos can go. Perfect, absolutely love it. We've got 5 little picture mats right here. Now I'm gonna make some room and get my cute little stamp set out here, and I'm gonna do some stamping. So this is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm gonna evenly coat my cute little camera stamp right here. Now for my squares, I can stamp anywhere since it's just a square, but since this is a vertical long ways mat being for a portrait photo, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp in this orientation. Long ways vertical. I'm gonna hit right in the center. And if you ever mess up, you always have another chance on the back. Just right in the middle. Perfect. It just totally transforms the look. Makes this a functional little art piece. Now for this largest one, I'm gonna go long ways portrait again. And if you wanna stick pictures on the back, I'm gonna put a little stamp back there too, why not? These will be glued down and this will be an insert. Perfect. Now I love going around things with my journaling pen. You could choose to do this now or once you mount it onto your book, but sometimes it's a bit easier to kind of get these cute little lines doodled on while you can rotate your piece freely. So I think I'm gonna do 2 lines going crisscross on top of each other. I'm just dragging my whole arm. The squigglier and the less perfect, the better. Just adds that cute little personal touch. Look how fun. Once I get these all doodled, I'm gonna be starting to stick them into the book and then we can start decorating. How fun and fast, right? I just love it. And again, you don't need any fancy pen for this. You could just use a regular ballpoint pen. Comes out awesome too. Or you can even leave the journaling lines off if that's not something you want in your book. I'm just here to show you how I did it. The way you do it is entirely you. And that's what's so fun. Just a little simple touch of character and customization. This is going to get tucked right inside this cute little pocket. And then we'll get a fun tag in there in just a minute. And then I was thinking to kind of put these sort of sideways like that for funness. And I'm going to get these little cute guys glued on in here. I love it, right between that score mark and the edge of the flap. Here comes the first one. Super cute. I'm going to flip it, get this one prepared. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I got a nice 1/8 of an inch border happening for this one. Give them both a nice burnish. Beautiful. And now I can stick these on however I want. Just going around the perimeter. Now one might be overlapping the other, so I've got one totally coated on the back. And then I'm going to kind of have it in this little fashion here. Tilting it just enough to where it looks like I did it on purpose. I'm going to leave kind of this corner open. So I'm not going to put any tape there. Sneaky little camera stamp on the back. You see that? I'm going to kind of cock-high him a little bit. And he's good. Oh my gosh. Look at this coming together already. Now I want to actually start making that cute little tag for the inside of here. This is a 3x4 cut apart from the collection, and I think it would be so super easy and simple to kind of just cut this little guy out. Now you can use your paper trimmer for this if you want a nice clean cut right there, but I'm just going to simply go in and angle my little corners organically with my scissors like that. And I think he would be so cute stuck in there. There's not really that much contrast, but why not joy? Like I did my last one. A little bit of red. Angling those corners there. Sometimes you just got to kind of go back and forth, see what you like. And that looks cute. I'm going to go ahead and get my hole punch now. Open it up. Find that bigger hole side. Stick it in. Give it a cute little punch. And then I'm going to take out my twine. And I want to get the chunkier one. And I want sort of like this layered look. So it's not like a thin piece, but instead I'm going to kind of get maybe 15 inches to start out with. Bring the two ends together. So I've got like a little loop at the end. And then I'm going to bring these ends to the loop. And then I have another loop. I'm going to stick that through the very front of the tag. So I'm going to get my two little loop ends, stick them in the hole. Open them both up together. I'm going to stuff my tail inside. Now this paper is nice and quality and thick. Cartabella is always very thick design paper, so I can kind of pull on my twine without that ripping. And find a desired little height there. Chop off the excess and stuff it in. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Now with my hemp cord, I actually want to make a tiny little bow. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a cute little piece here. Make a tiny bow so I can top my Christmas tree with it. I'm just going to adjust it till I get the right size that I want. Now this cord really stays where you put it. So that's kind of why I wanted it for this particular embellishment right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get my art glitter glue out. Apply a tiny little bead of glue there and push this on. I'm going to hold it there just for a minute. Now while that dries, I'm going to get out my cute, soft little cottony baker's twine, find the beginning of it, and then I actually want to line up 2 of these strings worth going like this. So I'm just going to run a bead of glue all the way across here. Careful not to get it. And you could have worked on your pocket before sticking it on. But I'm just going to keep it simple and scrappy here. Let's stick that end on, give it a little push. Make sure it makes contact with that awesome glue right there. I'm going to cover the edges in my cardstock so it kind of looks like this string just kind of grew there. You can even put like scrappy paper in the back for it to fall on if you didn't want to mess up your page. I'm going to cut the string now so I can work with it a bit easier. I want to run a bead of glue underneath that twine so I can kind of string this back and forth. You can make this as thick as you want. I'm going to do a little loop here. I only did 2 layers of this. A little bit of a push. Oh my gosh, how adorable. Now let's attach string to the front while these things dry here. They seem pretty good enough to be closed in. So you can get out whatever kind of twine it is that you want, wrapping around, and you can really keep this as short as you'd like. I'm just going to start with a little bit of string here. And I'm going to tuck it under this, right underneath my little circle. I'm going to do a simple little granny knot there. So there's gonna be a little knot right underneath that brad. And then to even it out, I'm gonna do one on the other side. Perfect. And tighten that real good. And I'm gonna cut off the excess. I'm gonna get a good length of string here. Again, this could be as short as you want it to be, but I like to kind of wrap it a couple times for a little bit of drama. I'm gonna wrap this around the circle and then go around like this. One above the circle, one under the circle, and then over the whole circle, like that. And then I'm gonna pinch it, give myself a little bit of excess right there, so I have like something to hang on to. And then that's super sweet. Out of the paper collection, I ended up getting this little guy, so I wanna mount him on one of the design papers, so he's double-sided. Thought it would be fun to see some pattern paper on the very back, so I'm gonna stick this little guy on, and we'll be able to punch right in that hole once we're finished fussy cutting around this little guy. Now this is only if you want this little piece on the very front. I attached this with my string. I'm gonna come back with the bigger hole punch again here. Just get that right centered in. Nice little punch through there. So when you unstring it, you can even bring back that cute little charm too if you wanted to add it on. So my charm actually went first, so I'm gonna go ahead and get one out. Might have to twist this a couple times, get your little charm out, stuff this little guy in, and then the second piece will be this little happy guy right through the front. So you're gonna have the image here right through the front. String it all the way up to where it meets the base of this little design here. And then from there, you'll be able to string them up as many or as few times as you want. How cute. So for now, I'm going to continue working on the inside by adding some cute little stickers. Now you can really layer this any which way you want and take your time. I think I'm just going to kind of stick a few pieces like this. Super cute little flower right there. And I want some of these polka dots. So simple, fun, and easy. Just playing around. I'm going to come back with my chalk marker and add some details inside right here. Just a couple polka dots. Spacing them out about 3/8 of an inch away from each other. Right on the gussets. And I'll do this for the outside too. I'm going to make sure these dry before I move this around too much. And then I thought it would be cute to kind of add like a cute little bubble here. Just extra little bits. Like snow. Just play with it. Just let your creativity take you wherever you want to go. And even if you had like cute little enamel dots, you can add them there. I'm gonna get the Warm Wishes little sticker and stick it right here on like a little scrap piece. I'm gonna cut around it, make it a bit smaller. Totally customizing this to fit our own needs. Adorable. I'm gonna put that one right here. So I'm gonna add a little bit of glue, only on the black cardstock right here. And then kind of just pinch that on. I could totally see a picture of like hot cocoa or coffee right here. Oh my gosh, endless ideas. The sticker ended up saying a gift for you, but I ended up chopping it down just as the words for you. And then I'm gonna glue it on the other side here. Same technique, just on that black cardstock, pinching it on so the photo can slide underneath to whoever you give it to. I'm gonna stick a simple sticker on top of this one. And then on the back, I'm gonna try to match that shape with another one. How fun. So if you knew which pictures you were going to put on here, you can stick the stickers straight away, or if you're going to gift this, you can even back some of the stickers with some cornstarch or baby powder, and then apply your glue where you want it so you can still stick the photo behind. But for now, I'm just going to stick this little guy there and one little other one here to kind of make the page pop a little bit. I'm going to customize one more little sticker and stick them on the top of my cute little picture mat right there. Adding just a little bit of art glitter glue right at the top so they still have room to stick their picture. Adding that cute little banner at the top to finish it off. If you wanted to customize your cute little tag just for you, and if you wanted to use up your little stickers. I mean, isn't that the sweetest, easiest project you've ever made? I think a cute little flower, a little sticker circle, and a tinier sticker, a little cluster of 3 different sizes. I think that looks perfect. This has been a blast to make with you. I just want to thank you so much for joining me today. This is a real easy one. I love the idea of a nice soft covered mini album flip book with places for pictures. It could be a gift just all on its own or a stocking stuffer. It even makes a great craft fair little make, as well as a cool little insert as an additional thing to add into any of your mini albums that you want to create. I love the customization. I could just see that going in this book right here. Oh my gosh, everyone. Thank you again so much for joining me for this. I'll leave a link down to my main channel if you wanted to know more information on this nice big hardcover mini album. And I just want to say thank you again so much for hanging out with me today. We have seriously made some amazing holiday magic together. I'll see you all next time. Bye.